Greg, first of all, give us the context on this Texas law, which has been moving through the courts, went into effect in Texas earlier this month.
It did, and the social media industry had been very worried about it. The appeals court didn't give any explanation for letting the law take effect, and the social media companies said the impact on them would be tremendous. They would have to radically change their operations to remove the ability, or to make it such that they could no longer essentially moderate content. The Supreme Court let that ruling, that lower court order, stay in effect for a couple of weeks. And now finally the court has intervened and said, yes, we're going to block that law again.
Is there reasoning as to why they're blocking a law, and what does it mean?
Not from the full court. We did get a dissenting opinion from 3 conservative justices, and interestingly, one of the liberal justices dissented without giving her any explanation at all. Those 3 dissenters said they saw this as an affront to state sovereignty, blocking the law. They would let it stay in effect. But from the court as a whole, no, we didn't get any explanation.
So is this the end of the road for this law, or does it still have, an opportunity for another life?
Now, it still has an opportunity. This just blocks the law while the litigation goes forward, and that litigation will go forward before that federal appeals court that said the law could take effect. So there may be still be some serious fights on the hands of the social media companies and their trade groups, which were the ones that sued to challenge this law. One other thing to note here is that there's another law a lot like this in Florida. That one was also blocked by a federal appeals court last week.
So give us some examples. If this law is upheld, give us some examples of what Twitter and Facebook would not be able to do that they do now.
Well, the law says you can't engage in what's known as viewpoint discrimination. And what that means is you can't say, oh, that's hate speech, and because it's hate speech, we're gonna take that down, or we're gonna block it. So the social media companies say, we would have to allow neo-Nazi screeds. We would have to allow anti-gay screeds, and really would not have that ability to serve as kind of a traffic cop on their platforms.